some hate it. They won't like my opinion. They say it's overrated. And choose 1 through 10, or it's A to Z. You good on any list, long as it come from me. This is a disclaimer and not a guarantee. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me. It's the perfect sense. The perfect sense. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Right here on Perfect Sense. I'm your host, Twan. You all know me. You've been here before, even if you haven't been here. Right here on Frisbee TV, sponsored by Billion Brothers. I want you all to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Look at these videos that we have and this content that we have for you right now. We all know that the fragrance community is huge, and we all know that it's a select individuals who lead the fragrance community in education and invite you into their lives to bring you what they have in mind for fragrances, especially when new things come out or when they acquire new things. And right now, I want to tell you that I'm going to do a video that's a little more diverse, something that you can say is different. These fragrances that I have right here with me today are going to be what I call hard to wear. Yeah, hard to wear fragrances mean fragrances that either you can't pick the perfect place to wear them, or they're hard to pull off, meaning that you should be not a novice, but you should be an expert, or you should be able to be at least be a hobbyist or be professional with what you wear, or know what situations occur for what fragrances. Because you gotta love the fragrances, no matter whether you think they're good or bad. So what I'm gonna say to you guys right now is everything is subjective. Everything is subjective. It is according to you, which is why the show is called Perfect Sense. So whatever you deem fit, you should do. So I'm also gonna point out that I want you to understand that this fragrance, if it's hard for me to wear, it doesn't mean that it's hard for you to wear. And I'm not trying to persuade your opinion one way or another. I'm not trying to sway you to say you should get it, you shouldn't get it. What I'm gonna say to you is, I'm gonna roll through these fragrances and tell you why I think these fragrances are hard to pull off. It doesn't necessarily mean that I don't like the fragrance. It doesn't mean that. But what I'm gonna tell you it does mean, it means that I don't think it's very easy. And if you can do it, then I would consider you a master. Some people are gonna do it anyway. Some people are gonna and smoke you out. They don't care. They're gonna smoke you out. You hear what I'm saying? You get on that bus and you know that man put on no less than 15 sprays. You know when that man walk into that office, you know who it is, what he put on, how many days he been wearing it, and you know his clothes is gonna smell like it days and days after. Because guess what? That's just who he is. Oh, that's Raul. Oh, that's John. That's Jonathan. You know what it is. They're gonna put that stuff on, they're gonna put it on. But somebody gotta pull him aside. Somebody gotta talk to him. Hey, look, brother, we trying to breathe in here. That joint you got on just a little bit too strong. Just a little bit too strong. Too strong. But, so, what I'm gonna say right here is, I have 2 offerings from Mancera, and I find this one, a lot of people talk about this one. A lot of people say this thing is beautiful. They say they love the composition. Oh man, it smells so good. This right here is Oud exclusive. The presentation is beautiful. I love Manceras. I'll even spray it and risk choking myself out for you guys, just so you can see the atomizer on this thing. There it is. But, whew, that thing is strong. Oh man. It smells good. Don't get me wrong. It has a good smell, but it is overpowering. It smells like a oudi, rosy, soda pop type of smell. It's just too strong for me. It's too strong for me. And I don't want to encourage you not to get it or discourage you in getting it. But it is very, very strong. The oud in this thing and the rose in this thing, and I don't even know if rose is in it, but that's what I'm getting with my olfactory. I'm getting oud and rose. It is strong, the composition of it. It will choke somebody out. You gotta remember, when you go places, depending on where you go or where you're gonna be. There's gonna be old people around. There's gonna be people with illnesses. There's gonna be people with allergies. They just don't like the fragrance, don't like the smell. And this thing right here is a bomb. I'm talking about a bomb. It is nuclear. And I don't want you to confuse it. Nuclear is a good term in most instances. And that's another educational term that we use in the community. Nuclear just meaning that it is so overpowering, everybody's going to smell you. This is a room filler. You don't want to be wearing a room filler in an office space because it's not safe for everybody. So we're going to go ahead and move forward from this, but Oud exclusive I got on a recommendation of somebody, and I'm gonna let you look at the bottle. I got this on a recommendation of somebody, and I tell you, I don't regret getting it because I'm a collector. But when you're not a collector, you may regret getting this because your wearability is gonna go down a whole lot. You wanna be versatile, you wanna be mass pleasing, you wanna be able to wear this, and I have gotten zero wear out of this thing. And I keep going back to it. There ain't enough maceration in the world for this one. It's way too strong. Of course, you guys see it. You see it. You see it. This right here, we don't even have to talk about. But I'm gonna talk about it anyway. This is Mancera Red Tobacco. Man, when I tell you that, I mean, the presentation on this thing is beautiful. You can look at the gold trim at the bottom, the black cap. I'm all for it. It's one of those twist caps. So I'm all for twist caps. I like the magnetic ones better, but with this thing, you want a twist cap. So you really got to think about why they put a twist cap on this. A lot of people saying, oh, you want to, no, don't upgrade the bottle on this. Keep that twist cap, because when you transport this thing, you don't want this thing to fall off. This thing is nuclear. This is atom bomb. This is an atom bomb. This thing is overpowering. It doesn't have the scent profile that everyone thinks it does. Everyone talking about how good this fragrance is. It is judged merely on its power and how long it lasts, how overtaking it is. It is a room filler, and you are going to offend somebody. Yeah, somebody's gonna be offended by this. And I can honestly say it because I wore it one time and I offended myself. I was mad. Every time I walk, man, oh my God. I'm like, nah, man, this can't be life. This can't be life. I had to go back home and change my shirt. This thing will not come out of your clothes. I don't care how much Tide you dump in there. Tide, that's a challenge to you. Up your ante. Create some fragrance removal pods. Well, that's an idea. I said it right here. We're gonna mark this date. I said it right here. Y'all hear it. If they come out with the fragrance removal pods, that's because of me. I want my money. But anyway, this right here, man, they just came out with a new one. They came out with the intense version of this, but what I heard with the intense version, they didn't ramp up the tobacco. What they actually did was they made it a little more sweet. And I can't wait to get my nose on that. I'm gonna sample that before I buy it. Sample before you buy, unless you're willing to take losses. I'm a gambling person, so I'm willing to take losses. But sample this before you buy it. But I can't wait to get my nose on that because if they could take this and dial it back, I heard that it's smoother. It's not as abrupt. You don't get that blast in your face. It's not like just punching your nose, just giving you that uppercut, giving you the you know what I'm saying, that 93 Mike Tyson. It ain't giving you that, so I want you to know that there's another version of it, and I want to get my nose on that as soon as possible. But when I do get my nose on it, I'll come back and I'll let you know how it is. Maybe since we don't like this one so much, it's not the scent profile, it is merely how strong it is. We'll come back and we'll let you know what the other one smells like, whether we can do it. I mean, sort of kind of like Cise Rat Boisé and Intense Cise Rat Boisé. They did an excellent job with Cise Rat Boisé. That black currant in that fragrance smells really, really good. That pineapple in that fragrance smells really, really well. And they actually made it a little more sweet. So, with the intense version. So it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So it's not redundant to have both. And this may not be redundant to have both, or you may have to go with one or the other if you decide that you want to wear this too. I don't wear this because I know I'm going to offend somebody. That is the only reason. It was tearing me up. And I was in an office space and I was like, oh no, I got to get out of here because you don't want to offend nobody. You don't want to roll into the meeting smelling like you just smoked a pack of the finest Cuban cigars on planet Earth, because that's what this smelled like. It smelled like you went to the cigar lounge, smoked, and had a nice drink, and that's what it smelled like. It's not stinky at all. It's actually pretty nice smelling once it dries down, but it's a bomb. It is a bomb. So here's another fragrance, and this fragrance is actually a beautiful fragrance. This fragrance just recently was released. So this is the Habit Rouge Rouge Privé. And this is by Guerlain. And here's the bottle, Habit Rouge by Guerlain. And the reason I put this on my tough wear category is because how deep it is. This is not a bomb. It smells nice. The profile is wonderful, but it's deep. And when I mean deep between that rose and that leather accord. That is what you get. You ain't getting nothing else. You ain't getting nothing else. As a matter of fact, I'll spray a spray for you guys. Good atomizer. Phew. That rose and that leather. See, at different times, so when you get the initial blast of this one right here, that rose is gonna take up. But then that leather comes in the background and say, hold, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Yeah, we can't. I'm gonna tell you right now, this smells like a plastic rose. That's exactly what it smells like. But the strength of this thing is so deep that it can give you sort of a burnt nuance or that new, deep, dark plastic fresh off the press. That's what it gives you. And with that rose, it's beautiful, but it's too deep for certain situations. You know, when you want to be light, you don't want somebody trying to be too deep on you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want, you want to have a good day. You don't want somebody being like, oh man, you know, you smell like darkness. You smell like darkness, you know? You know what I'm saying? Darth Vader will wear this fragrance. Darth Vader, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know the man with the black mask on? This right here is a deep dark corner. I feel like this rose went into the quantum realm and just got real deep on you. You know, it then broke itself down to the point where it's just so deep that all you can focus on is how deep it is and how dark it is. So if you know what a dark fragrance is, those fragrances are a little bit heavier. Those fragrances go into a realm where that smell is very, very prominent, and that smell has nothing light and airy about it, ain't aromatic, none of that. It's just deep. So I mean, if you want to stick yourself, if you want to stick your nose into a leather coat pocket that has a rose in it, that's what you're gonna get with this fragrance. So I put this into my hard to wear category because I don't know many instances where I would really wear this. I mean, if you're a collector like me or you wear masterpieces, you're hoping that this one does macerate a little bit and you can actually bring this out and wear it to maybe a function where there's like a lot of ventilation in the area. You want to wear it in the colder weather. You don't want to have any of these. You want to wear it in the colder weather. Maybe you're outside and you need something that's going to be bomb because the wind is going to be blowing and things like that. Then you can stick to these. So these, in the only situation I would wear these is outside in the air. Do not wear them inside. So that's part of my education right here on what I think is 3 hard to wear fragrances. It's doable. But I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and share, like I said before, and meet me right back here on this channel. I love you, beautiful people, and I hope you love me also. Stay blessed, be less stressed, and let God do the rest.
sound of this beat is so profound to me. It's so soulfully sold, so undoubtedly. He gave me the shoulders to put the world on him. Yeah, my kids on this rock, man, so I can hold them. God gave me these eyes so I can see the vision. Equip me with all the right tools so I can win it. Keep fasting and praying. Now that's the key. Put your feet in the sand and take a walk with me. Highly blessed and highly favored, and some are hated. They won't like my opinion. They say it's overrated. And choose 1 through 10, or it's A to Z. You good on any list, long as it come from me. This is a disclaimer and not a guarantee. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me. It's the perfect sense, the perfect sense. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me.